All right, NFL picks. I don't have the paper in front of me, but I'm going to do the best I can. It's only 4 games. I'm going to go the order the way they're being played. We got 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday, same as last week. New England's at home, getting 7 points against the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the problem with this game. I want to pick Baltimore, but at the same time, I almost don't want to go against New England either, because Tom Brady's a hell of a quarterback. But in recent years, Tom Brady has seemed to be having an early exit in the playoffs, and seemed to be that they can't get the big game like they used to. But that being said, I just don't see Joe Flacco matching points with freaking Tom Brady. I just don't see it. I think they got lucky playing the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. The Steelers are old. I'm sorry. Roethlisberger is the only reason Pittsburgh is not a 4-12 team. I mean, from what I see, I'm sorry. I know this sounds like sour grapes because they beat the Bengals twice, but anybody could beat the Bengals twice with fucking Andy Dalton at quarterback. I don't even want to get started on that. That's over. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah. So it sounds like sour grapes, but the truth of the matter is, Steelers fans, without Roethlisberger, you guys are a 3-4 win team. I mean, it's obvious. So yeah, I like the Patriots that game. The simple fact, because of Tom Brady, I think he'll put a ton of points up. I think Baltimore will match, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. But I like the Ravens with that 7-point spread, but I like New England to win that game. So I like New England to win outright. I like the Baltimore Ravens to cover. Seattle at home getting 11 points against Carolina Panthers. Carolina is not going to be a pushover after what I've seen last week. Now, granted, I think Seattle will win this game by all accounts. They should. If Carolina would happen to win this game, it would be one of the biggest upsets in playoff history. And next to that, as a matter of fact, last big upset I seen in the playoffs was when Seattle was 7-9, coming in and beat the defending champs New Orleans Saints that year. That wasn't that long ago. So I can't rule Carolina out. That's why I'm taking them with that 11-point spread. Because let's be honest with you, Carolina and Seattle over the last couple of years have been neck and neck. Carolina's been within a touchdown every time. So I like Carolina with that 11 points. I think Seattle will win the game. Simple fact is at home. And I'm telling you right now, if they were on the road, I'd almost pick the upset. I really would. But Seattle's at home. I like Carolina with that 11-point spread. I like Seattle to win that game outright. But it'd be a hell of an upset if Carolina would happen to win that game. It'd shock the world. So, but yeah, I like Seattle in that game. Now Sunday, we got Green Bay at home getting 5.5 points against the Dallas Cowboys. After the way the Dallas Cowboys started out last week, they really made me nervous. They came back and won. Tony Romo did what he, proved everybody wrong and shut the haters up again. But I'm going to tell you something right now, Dallas, you cannot start out that slow in Green Bay because you will not recover. I'm telling you right now. You're lucky you were playing in a dome last week. It's going to be cold conditions. Believe me, Green Bay is not that far from Sioux Falls. And a lot of times Green Bay, actually, no offense, Green Bay, we probably get a little worse than you do, but Green Bay gets freaking cold, no doubt about it. And I'm telling you right now, Dallas is not going to be used to that. Dallas is going to have a hell of a time beating Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. It's going to be a hell of a game. I think it's going to be really close. But this is the first time I've gone against Dallas in a long time, but I got to go with Green Bay here. I just don't see Dallas beating Green Bay at home. I'm not saying Dallas ain't capable, because they are. But the cold conditions has got a lot to do with it. And I think Tony Romo, I was not impressed with Dallas last week. I'm sorry, I wasn't. And this whole thing about the controversial calls, every fucking year in the NFL this time, there's controversial calls, there's bullshit calls. That's just the way it is. We've seen that year in and year out. I personally think, that Dallas player, the one that I keep seeing where push that Detroit Lions receiver, that should have been pass interference in my opinion. But whatever, it didn't matter in the long run. Detroit didn't score a touchdown at all after the first quarter, so it didn't matter. But yeah, one penalty can make a difference in the game. We're all aware of that, and unfortunately, that's just how the NFL is. And as long as Roger Goodell is the GM, that's just the way it's going to be. Because, and believe me, I'm the first one to say I think Dallas got a few good calls going their way, but yet at the same time, I think the Lions did too. But so that being said, it's the NFL. Penalties suck, but they go each way every year. But yeah, I like Green Bay in this game. I feel bad about going against my mom's team, but let's just face the facts. Aaron Rodgers next to Tom Brady is probably one of the best to play the game. Aaron Rodgers knows how to get it done in the playoffs. He's been proven a leader. He's thrown like 5 interceptions all year. If that ain't a freaking good quarterback, I don't know what is. Mike Brown, that is what a $100 million quarterback does. What Aaron Rodgers does. Andy Dalton is a fucking scrub. This guy's almost getting paid just as much as Aaron Rodgers is. I'm sure Aaron Rodgers is just laughing his ass off like, my God, you are proving why the Oakland Raiders, where everybody thought they were the joke of the league, you're proving why the Oakland Raiders were way smarter than we are compared to the Mike Brown. So, anyways, yes, so I like Green Bay in that game. And the final game, the Indianapolis Colts at the Denver Broncos, the Manning-Luck showdown. The Denver Broncos are a 7-point favorite at home. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I got all these point spreads right. But Denver's a 7-point favorite at home. Okay, here's the problem with this game as well. Indianapolis, it's, like I said, back to the sour grapes thing. I know it sounds like sour grapes, but if you were playing anybody else other than Andy Dalton in Cincinnati, you would have lost last week. It's prime and simple. I mean, AJ Green was out, Jermaine Gresham was out, Ray Maluga was out, and a few other players were out. We were really banged up this year. And I'm not excusing Andy Dalton, because believe me, I'm the first one saying Andy Dalton's a scrub. But, and it wouldn't matter because Andy Dalton went through the game anyway. And our defense played like shit, and yet again, we have a freaking, we had a ton of injuries. So that being said, but at the same time, I look at the Denver Broncos, and I look at the fact of what Cincinnati's defense did do to the, Drake Kirkpatrick's the other one we were missing. But I've seen what Kirkpatrick and our Bengals defense did to Peyton Manning. Now, if our defense can do that, what makes you think the Colts can't do it? That's the problem. I think Peyton Manning, I don't see Peyton Manning get to the Super Bowl this year. I really don't. I think he'll win this round and probably get beat the next round, either by New England or Baltimore. I think either one of them teams will beat Peyton Manning, to tell you the truth. But, yeah, I'm taking Denver in this game because Denver's at home, and I don't know. I can't see Andrew Luck matching points with Peyton Manning. But like I said, this one could go either way. I'm really on the fence about either one of these games because now I know the Colts played the Broncos earlier this year and the Broncos won, and it was a close game. But I like the Colts at 7-point spread. I think it's going to be a real high scoring game, like 33-30, something to that vicinity. But I like Denver to win that game. And then we'll probably set up either Baltimore or New England and Denver. That'd be a good one too. But either one of them would be good. But there's your picks. It's cold as hell out here. You saw my video the other day. And good luck to all your teams.